Alright, show of hands who watched Gravity Falls as a kid. I feel like it explains a lot about why I am the way that I am, now that you know that fact. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Annabeth, and if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I'm so glad you all are here. Today I am coming at you with a new episode in my Adventures with a Sock Machine series. Hi buddy! We have a Charlie visit early in today's video. Oh my goodness. You want to help me do the intro? That's good, because you know I suck at intros. So yeah, Adventures with a Sock Machine. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos because I have just been cranking out socks. If you follow me on Instagram, and then I also tend to post them here on YouTube. I've just been doing my mystery sock cranking videos lately, the short form videos. So I decided it was high time for a longer form sock machine video, and I have found the perfect thing to try and make today. And I'm super excited about it, and I'm just gonna take you on that journey with me today. So today's Adventures with a Sock Machine is going to be me making something new to me, and we're gonna see how it goes. So the reason I brought up Gravity Falls earlier is because around this time of year, so it's nearing the end of May, getting into the start of real summer here in Northeast Ohio. We just had a straight week of like 70s, 80-degree days, and I've been melting. But that's beside the point. I brought up Gravity Falls because around this time of year I start really craving fall, and fall to just get here already with the cooling temperatures and football season and fall colors and Halloween, of course. So that's the reason I brought up Gravity Falls, because if you've watched Gravity Falls or you've heard of it, you may know that they have a holiday on the show called Summerween. And I'm kind of in that Summerween vibe right now. Like, I want spooky things, I want to watch scary movies, I want to not necessarily drink hot apple cider, probably drink cold apple cider, but still, I want fall things right now. I am a fall girly, and summer is not my vibe. So, that being said, I follow, as you know, I have a sock machine here from Dean and Bean Sock Machines, so I also follow them on all the social medias, and recently they posted a few videos about making the, let me get the right name, making the Jack pattern by Anya Rabeal Martin? I'll post a picture of the little example. So, they posted some videos about making these on their sock machines, these little pumpkin guys, and I immediately was like, yep, I need one. I need to make one. I need one to just, like, sit on my bookcase, be another guardian of the books over there with Radicus Finch and the little mouse guy and stuff. Like, I need one. So, I'm gonna try making one today, because, like I said, I need those Summerween vibes. When does Summerween take place in the show? Summerween date. Let's see. June 22nd. Perfect. So I'm basically in Summerween prep mode right now. And wait, when did this episode first air? I'm gonna make myself really sad here in a couple seconds. 2012! Almost 12 years ago. Yep, that made me feel old. Alright, anyway. Summerween supposedly takes place on June 22nd in the show. So, that means it is the perfect time to make one of these little Jack guys. So, that's what we're gonna do today. So the pattern, looking through it, is super straightforward. It uses 3 different colors of yarn. So here's what I'm gonna use. If I can reach them. There we go. So I have this one for the pumpkin head. This is, I believe, Cauldron Boil Me from Red Door Fiber Studio. It's leftovers from a mini Hopefully I have enough. If I don't have enough of this one, I have a few other like more variegated oranges in my leftovers basket that I could work in for like the top of the head, so it'll be fine. So Cauldron Boil Me from Red Door Fiber Studio. Then I'm thinking for the shirt, I'll use this. This is Après Ski from Mezzo Makes. This was recently a mystery sock cranking yarn, hoagie skein. So I think this will make a pretty cute like variegated shirt. And then to finish off with like the pants, I'm just going to use this solid blue. This is Believe from Sorella yarn. I think these three together with like the variegated in the middle and the tonals on either side, I think they're going to work well, have enough contrast between them, and then I'll find some black scrap yarn for the embroidery on the face. That's another thing about this pattern. I don't do a lot of embroidery, so this is going to be an adventure, and also just figuring out how I, make the legs and the arms. So it'll be a thing, and I'm going to take you on this journey with me, sort of, and I'm just going to figure it out and film it for you guys. Alright, that's enough intro, I think. We're just going to get into cranking. Side note about the cranking, since this is a paid-for pattern on Ravelry, let me see how much it is, because I don't remember. It's $4 for US dollars on Ravelry. Because it is a paid-for pattern, I'm not going to be going into super specifics for what I'm doing for every step, because that's what the pattern's for. If you want to know exactly what I'm doing, go buy the pattern. And so I'll be recording my machine, but I'm not going to be talking through the cranking process. Yeah. I think that's about it. If you're interested in making one of these, it's available on Ravelry, like I said, for $4, and it's super cute, and let's get into making one. I needed a little coffee moment before starting. I got a new delivery of some flavored coffee, so this one is supposedly mint and chocolate flavored, so let's see. Yep. Minty. There you go, that's the whole review. Minty. Anyway, let's get into actually cranking now. Okay, so first things first, I do actually need to change my cylinder to the right size, so let me do that first. Who screwed this in? I know it was me, but still. And then typically while I'm changing cylinders for something like this, I like to give everything a good wipe down, because as you might be able to see, there's a bunch of just fiber and dust and other gunk in and around the cam system. So I'm going to give everything a good wipe off and re-grease it, and then I'll put the new cylinder in. There we go, nice and clean. So then I'm going to have a paintbrush that lives by my machine, and then I have this Finish Line ceramic grease. It's one of the recommended products. I don't know if it's recommended on Dean and Bean's website, but it was one that somebody in the Facebook group for Dean and Bean owners recommended, and I really like it. So I take a glob of it on my paintbrush, and then I just paint all over and around the cam system. So we got I don't remember all the technical terms, but the long ones, I think are they the flipper cams? I know the middle one is the flipper. So we just re-grease everything. Typically I use this when I'm changing cylinders, like I just showed you. I'll clean it out and re-grease everything. And then that's usually good for quite a few pairs of socks. And then when it needs a bit of a refresh, but I'm not changing the cylinder yet, I will go in with the 3-in-1 lock dry lube to like refresh the lubrication on the machine. But if I'm like keeping my 60 needle cylinder in for a while, like I'm cranking a bunch of socks, then I don't always feel like re-greasing the whole thing. There we go. So I went in and around all the cams, and now I'm just going to do one run around the track, around the rest of the inside of the machine here. Everything nice and greasy, so it all moves well. There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to put in the new cylinder, the project cylinder. I gotta make sure I line up the X on the floor gear, floor gear? I don't know. The X with the X on the cylinder so that the main mark is where the rows get counted, because the gear has a magnet in it that sets off the little row counter down here whenever it passes. So gotta make sure that's in the right spot so that your main mark is what gets counted as it passes, rather than like your halfway mark or something. Come on. Oh, I was loosening instead of tightening. Big brain energy right there. There we go. Everything's nice and tight. Then we just crank around, get all the needles into work, get everything like aligned, and we're good to go. Alright, so gear is switched, so that means it is time to start cranking. So like I said, I'm not going to be going through all of the little details for what I'm doing because this is a paid for pattern, but I'll just record everything and then put it on super fast. On super fast. I'm going to speed it up. I don't know what my brain's doing today. Alright, let's just get into this so I can turn my brain off for a little bit. Alrighty, here's the finished tube, still in the setup on it, and I've turned it inside out because that's what I need to do for the next couple steps. So this will eventually turn into pants, shirt, head of my little pumpkin jack guy. So yeah, I'm gonna try and figure out an angle like looking at my desk while I do the next couple of steps, but I don't know how good of an angle it's gonna be. So either way, I'll try to film the next couple of steps for you as I'm stuffing and sewing and all of that good stuff. But yeah, my desk is a mess right now, so just a warning. And yeah, let's just try and figure out this next part. Now we're getting into the sewing and the embroidery, so this is where I might struggle a little bit, but we're in this together. We're all in this together, so here we go. Another Disney reference for you. We're just full of them today. Alright, so we have gotten most of the sectioning done at this point. So we have legs, arms, head, all differentiated. Now we're to the point that I am the most nervous about, which is embroidering the face. So I will record it, but I'm going to be nervous about it and not be talking the entire time. So here we go. Okay, I feel like that's not bad. I'm gonna do another pass to like fill in the gaps, but I feel like that's overall pretty decent. There we go. First eye is not bad. Oh, they might end up kind of close to each other though. Oh well. It's probably a good thing I started with the mouth though, because if I, like, the triangle was much easier than this. So I feel like if I had started with the eyes, the mouth just would have, like, done me in for the day. Okay, the eyes might end up being kind of close together, but I feel like that's okay, because I can just, like, run a strand of yarn here when I'm making it look a bit more pumpkin-y. I don't know. We'll see. There we go. Not too bad. Alright, what's next? I just realized the face is kind of uneven too. Like it's like he's kind of looking off to the side because I wasn't paying super close attention and making sure he was laying flat. Oh well. Alright, next up is to make this pumpkin head look more pumpkin-y. Squish the face. There he goes. Oh, that looks so goofy. I love it. It's just a whole lot of, like, just messing around with it. Oh gosh, I am messing up the back here, though. Alright. Yoink. Oh my gosh, he's so goofy. I love him. So goofy. This is so silly. Yeah, I think 6. I think 6 works. Alright, so let's... Oh, that's actually pretty close together, so let's tie this off. There we go! Look at that little pumpkin face. Oh my gosh, so cute. Alright, here we have it. He's so cute! I'm not, like, at first I thought the eyes would be too far, or too close together, but I feel like with the sectioning, like the pumpkin sectioning, it worked out. It is a little off-center, his face, but I think for my first time doing embroidery, and I don't even know how long, I think it worked pretty well. I really like how the shirt and the pants ended up looking. Yeah, He's just got his hands in his pockets there. He's so cute. I love him. I will probably make more of him with some other oranges and stuff. But that being said, given that I brought up Summerween earlier, do we think I could make a jack-o'-melon version? So, as you know, in Gravity Falls, instead of jack-o'-lanterns, they do jack-o'-melons for Summerween. I feel like I could. Like, I feel like instead of, obviously, like, you don't want to section it like a pumpkin if you're making a watermelon, but I feel like if I just go, like, back and forth in the head a couple times, like, just straight up and down, it'll make enough of, like, a oval shape for it to be watermelon. I gotta see if I have some good greens. I had a good green before I discovered this, but it's already been made into Hexie Puffs. Like, this would have been a great watermelon color, but it's already been made into Hexie Puffs, and I'm not undoing that, so I'll have to dig around and find a good green, but I'll let you guys know if I end up making a jack-o'-melon version of Jack here as well. Also, I'm trying to decide if I should just call him Jack, like the pattern, or if I want to come up with a more creative name. So if you have any name suggestions, let me know in the comments, because I would love to hear it. And then, I haven't done the math yet for how many grams and yards Mr. O-Lantern here took up, but I will do that in a bit. So yeah, here he is. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is really all that I have for you guys today. If you did enjoy this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, let me know below, subscribe to my channel, all that good stuff. I post pretty irregularly. I do not have a regular posting schedule at all. So if you turn on notifications, then you can know when I do eventually post. Hopefully I am gonna have a new knitting update for my other main series in the next couple weeks. I don't know. Work's been pretty busy lately. That's why I haven't made a longer form video like this in a while. So we'll just see. We'll have to see. But until then, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Jack hopes you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!